Depending on how my internet is using. Welcome in, you mad Tiger fans. It is draft eve. We've left our mock draft with Tim to the last minute. But me and Tim had discussed off screen that it was best to leave it to last, just so we got all the information and the news, which obviously some has leaked out today from Cal Toomey. He's got me on off my chair with nerves of what might be happening with Richmond as well, some of the news. But I am really excited for this year's draft as well. What about you, Tim? Are you getting keen?
I'm keen but nervous. I was more comfortable with last year's, but this year is it's something else. It's really something else. There could be curveball after curveball. It could be pretty straightforward. I may as well say it that a lot of people were saying this year this was the a weak draft because of how even it was, and players developed later and everything like that. But still, the evenness still stands to be true even now.
I reckon it being even makes it harder.
Yeah,
because you just don't know what the clubs want. And obviously there's news being leaked on what the clubs are looking at and all this sort of stuff. So now it's, what do they actually want? What do you need? Are we going off is Richmond going off a need basis, but not telling us because we know Richmond can hold their cards to their chest really well. And no one really seems to find out too much about what Richmond wants. We were all about Grill for a while, and now that's gone cold as well. It's this player. So
yeah,
it's all over the park, and I'm nervous. I'm probably overthinking everything right now as well because you never know what you want. You're like, I want this, I want that, but you just never seem to know what we're going to get.
I mean, considering we were nervous half an hour beforehand too, so
yeah. All right, so we'll start off with the mock draft. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the mock draft. This is for everyone else to know. Me and Tim have already had our conversation about it as well, what we're going to do. So we're going to go through the draft from 1 to 30. In between, we'll have the conversations about a trade. If we want to do that, we can slip it in. We are using Pommy, so Pommy and Oz's Buddy Simulator. So if you guys want to jump onto his channel, subscribe, as well as you can donate to his channel, or to his actual channel and to his simulator for the draft. It all helps Pommy, and it's really handy because me and Tim had been doing all the maths, and it was just more headaches than you needed to be. When now you can just automatically get it done for you. So now the hard part is I will have to jump across to another screen because I don't have two monitors, so I might not see everybody's questions. But every now and then I'll pop back into the screen and look at some questions if anything pops up as well. If you know some Tim on the screen, let me know. If you want to answer anything, I can jump across and we'll talk about that as we go. Yeah. So bring on the draft simulator. So we'll start off generically. We'll go pick one. I'm assuming we're going to go automatically Will Dersma.
Yep.
Not going to have a curveball there whatsoever.
No.
No, it seems to be a unanimous decision right there, right now.
Yeah.
Pick two. What are your thoughts?
I think before West Coast select the player themselves, they'll make the bid on Newland.
All right, we'll do the bid on Newland. So as you guys will be able to see, I don't know if everybody's actually played with this. It actually tells you the points, it tells you the discount, and actually tells you what picks you have to give up, and it also gives you the points, the picks back. So here you can see they give it pick 15, 18, and 24, and they get back pick 43. So that's not too bad. We'll go match consume pick. So back on to West Coast. Now, I have seen Cal Toomey's reports that Harry Dean would go at pick 3, and that's kind of a bit of a jump. So I wanted to actually ask you that question. Do you agree with Cal's mock draft that Dean will go at pick 3?
Originally, I didn't, but it makes sense now to actually do it considering West Coast need key defenders. But before the bid comes in, I think Carlton are likely to trade both picks 9 and 11 beforehand.
Yeah, so I do remember that. So you reckon it's Carlton will give up pick Well, it's now 10, but obviously officially it slides down.
Yeah.
You can do trade picks. So we'll do.
Yeah. I've got them up at the moment on my monitor, by the way. So
Cool. So who was it? Who were they trading with? Carlton was trading with who?
the first one was with
Essendon?
Essendon.
Yep. So what are they giving up? What was your plan on the attack? Because I'll have to give up. Wait, what want the points? So they're going to want. Was it like pick 25, 20, and 28?
No,
for pick
go
10?
with Carlton's first because that's easier.
Yep. So it's pick 10 now because obviously that slides.
Yep. And then add in pick 42, I think it is. Yeah.
Carlton's one or?
Carlton's one, yeah.
Yep. Pick 42 there. And then what they had, so it's 1,478 points. So they're going to have to match. It's going to be pick 20, 25, and 28. Because that's all they've got.
Yeah, I think it was that. This is why we should have done it before we started the draft. But anyway.
Well, it'd have to be because otherwise Carlton doesn't get enough points back because they want more points.
Yeah. So make that.
Yeah, 1,852. So we'll execute the trade on that one.
Yep, and then there's another trade as well.
Okay, who's that for then? We'll throw that up as well.
So
who you got in mind?
Carlton and North Melbourne.
All right, so do a pair. I got Carlton. I love that North Melbourne, after giving up pick 4, are coming back into the trades.
I didn't want to go there.
Yeah, let's not go there. It's fine. This is a Richmond. This is a Richmond channel, not a bloody North Melbourne channel. We can do that.
I know that. Oh my
pick
goodness.
12. I'm assuming they're going to win that first round pick.
And then scroll down on Carlton.
Yep. 53.
Yeah. Well,
it's not about now because you want more points. I do agree you'd give up pick 28. And then they would give up pick 50.
No, that's what it was. Yeah, it was 54, but it's 53 now because of the Olympics. So
you'd have to give up all these picks because then it gives them an extra.
Take out pick
45.
No, take out pick 24.
Yeah.
Put 45 in.
Oh,
and then a future second rounder.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what it was. Yep.
All right. We'll execute the trade.
That came out in. It's all right. Yeah, the late picks came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, okay. All right. So then we'll go back to West Coast. So do you think West Coast will take Harry Dean, or do you reckon? I'm just confused. So are they going with because they need a defender, or are they doing it just to make Carlton pay? Because if they need a proper defender, wouldn't they just not take Xavier Taylor if they need an actual defender?
Because Harry Dean's the best key defender in the draft by far.
Okay. All right. So we'll take bid on Harry. You happy with that? Bid on Harry Dean?
Yeah.
All right. Match. Yeah. Okay. So they'll get back pick 53, which I feel like they gave up pick 50. I'll pick 54. They gave up.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that works. So then what do you call it? West Coast is back on the clock. Now, are they going to bid again? Are they really going to make like Gold Coast pay? Or do you reckon they'll just take Cooper Duff Tyler at pick 4? Or Dyson Sharp? I get the idea for both Cooper Duff Tyler and Tyson. Tyson will be probably that short midfield / forward who kicks goals.
Yep.
Probably a good 1-2 punch with Harley Reid.
Yep.
But they need that ruck / tall forward.
I think I don't think they're keen on Sharp. I think they were, but I don't think they are now. I think they're planning on something later in the draft, later in the first round. Yeah, and they'll probably take the ruckman.
Pick 15, I think you'll be able to get another midfield type there that will maybe not be as much. So you reckon Cooper Duff Tyler? I think they'll take him because everyone goes, oh, he's a ruckman. Yeah, but West Coast, besides really Shanahan, who is their other proper key tall forwards? Waterman, that's really about it. That's a proper, like Oscar Allen just left, so you don't even have Oscar Allen as that proper key tall forward.
I think there's one more, but the name escapes me.
I should probably get up all the rosters, but I don't have them all up here. So I'll
I
go.
can't anymore.
We'll go Cooper. We'll go with Cooper. You reckon?
Yeah.
Alrighty. All right. Now we'll get down to the good ones. So this will be obviously all about Richmond. Oh, there's one for you. I'm gonna have to move my camera because I can't see all the comments. So just bear with me, guys, while I just wiggle this camera into a more central spot where you guys can see my beautiful background of all my new flags and posters I've put up. All right, so there's one for you that you're like, because you're big on Philippou, aren't you?
He's an awkward one. It's not awkward as in the type of player. It's just awkward as where he comes in with this draft. Like, when I did my mocks, I had him in the 20s or the early teens, and then all of a sudden, Cal Toomey's come out with all of his, and he's just dropped off the radar completely.
Yeah, I do have the. It must be something going on, because even a pick 32, is that actual St Kilda's pick 32, or are they trading up to pick 32?
No, though the rumor is, or I mean, you could say late mail, but I think St Kilda were looking at trading up, but I don't know how they do it.
Well, we can. While we're here, we'll jump on. We'll do trade. We'll look at Saints. Where are they? They'll be down the bottom somewhere as usual.
Yep.
So they've only got pick 47, 60, and 68. So there's not much to play with. They've got one first rounder for next year, and they don't have a second rounder. So you're going to have to find someone.
They do.
They got picked. So they got their first rounder for next year. But it doesn't. They do not have any more second rounders.
Yeah, they do. They're 2027.
Oh, yeah. I could see them trading around, but who wants who wants 227 draft picks? They're sort of token ones because of the Tassie. Look, I'm not against Richmond trading a second or third round pick in 2027 if that's going to make you slot up the draft.
What was I going to say? I was just going to say something. Yeah, I feel like 2027 now, like trading out 2027 now, is pointless.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to do it during the trade period.
Yeah, but maybe it's the whole, are you waiting for a player are they waiting for a player to slide? Because that's the thing. There've also been ones that Hibben Harsgraves makes it out of the top 30 where they reckon he might slide into the early 30s. So you wouldn't be surprised if there's a clubs come. Oliver Greaves didn't make it the top 30 as well. So would you be surprised if you're a club that doesn't have a high pick and you want to slide up to take him, and then you trade your way in? So
it's true.
James is right there. Like the trading the 2027 is pointless now as the picks will slide in value. But if you're using it, in this year's draft or for next year's draft, it's not the worst idea because you hopefully by that time Richmond isn't really focused on the draft. It's more of a bonus. You hope by that time last year, 2024 and 2025 crop is starting to push the club, unfortunately, into the wild card, which I don't like. So it will be a hard one. But all right, so we go back to the draft because otherwise we're never going to get there. So we just get distracted so much. So Richmond. Now I get everyone is all thinking I would bid. My first one would be to bid on Dylan Patterson. I'm just a fan of Dylan Patterson. I think he's the perfect prototype. What Richmond needs is that high speed running half back / midfield who could obviously transform his career into a midfield. He probably would be the perfect player for us, but unfortunately Gold Coast will work a way out to make sure that they have the points that they need.
Yeah. So, in saying that, Gold Coast actually has 3 potential trades lined up already. Yeah, that was the late mail today as well.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one. Do we want to add them in, or do you just want to go with? Do you think they'll pull the trade? Because this is our mock draft. This isn't what Cal's going to give us every single time. So I wouldn't be surprised if Richmond does bid on him, or Richmond goes, actually, we'll take the player that we want, and then our pick 6 will be the bidding time. Will be just bid mad.
I think it's the consensus is that we'll do the double bid, but we're very quiet about who we're actually going after. So who knows what we'll actually do in the end? Like we could take Roby or Taylor or Cumming first, or even Grill first, and then throw the bids, and then take whoever we want with the second pick.
Which is what I think Ride Bikes is saying here, that Richmond is all smoke and mirrors, and then they're going to just win the draft. Well, I think we'll win the draft anyway.
Yeah.
I definitely think Richmond might go crazy on the bids. I'm just not sure, because Richmond has a good relationship with a lot of these clubs, and I don't know if they worry about hurting them. So I'll go with the first pick. I reckon we'll bid on him, on him straight away. I just think he's too hard to say no to.
Yeah.
He's the perfect player for us. Now it's back to Richmond again. Now the report was that Richmond were keen and have done interviews with Dan Animal, even within the last couple of weeks as well. They know they're not going to get him, but they actually have done interviews, met his parents and everything, just in a case of a scenario where Brisbane cannot get enough points in.
Yeah, I think Brisbane are pretty clear at the moment anyway. Like,
not that I think they actually need anything.
What do you say?
I think Brisbane itself was pretty well set. It's not like they need an extra defender, so they need to slide down a bit to get more points so they can get someone later in the draft, or they have another academy player. I'm not sure. Does Richmond bid back-to-back? Would you bid back-to-back for these players?
I would have... How do I word this? I would have actually said Animals probably had a better year than Patterson.
Yeah.
But the fact is that when you think about it, Short is aging, and we've only got Banks as our halfback flanker. And Patterson's that real line-breaking halfback flanker, like Wangan Miller is. Like, if you want to like for like almost.
Yeah, no, definitely. I would rate him more towards Rioli, actually.
Either or, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think I was going to be annoyed. He's going to go to Gold Coast and he's going to have buddy Daniel Rioli teach him how to be an elite running back with speed that kicks buddy goals all the time.
Yeah.
Or do we leave Roby for our second pick and see how desperate they're? Now, that's what Cal had. Now, I will agree, Cal did have Sam coming first as their first pick. Now, my original question I was going to have, so Richmond up to this pick 6. Now, this was before we had Harry Dean get picked. I had a question to you, would Richmond trade pick at the time, would have been pick 4 and 38 for Carlton's pick 9 and 11. So they could pretty much take Harry Dean straight away and still have the points as well. Do you reckon Richmond would do that? You get 9 and 11, so that would give you a chance for Philippou, Aloki Doveston, Hibbins Hargrave.
I think it's knowing what we know now from Carl. It's very awkward to do that. Before the news would have came out, I would have said in a heartbeat, do it. Right, but when I was trying to do my mocks early, like I had Dean at like 5 to 10, I think, but
I had Dean. I think I had him at 9.
Yeah, I had him in between 6 and 10, 5 and 10. It doesn't really make much of a difference. But yeah, in that range. And then all of a sudden it's like, I had this feeling that it was like West Coast are going to go Duff, Tyler or Sharp. Like that was all the talk. And then all of a sudden it just come out that like, oh yeah, they're probably going to place a bid on Dean because they need key defenders. I'm like, that makes sense too. But it just gets a bit of a mess in the end. Like trying to, and then throw in all the news that Carla said that not many teams are looking to move outside the top 10. Well, the top 10's going to be like top, 12 or something in the end? 13, 14, something like that?
I think it's 14, 15, actually, you think about that. Yeah, no, fair enough, but I do agree. That's true. Yeah, Richmond did say they would only trade it, but they've also, the news today was that Richmond were keen to trade their technically pick 4. They were keen on if anyone was going to give them a good offer. And that was today. So that's what's got me worried about the Roby. So I think they'll bid on Animal. I think Richmond will go bid crazy, be Bidman FC. So do you want to do bid? We'll do bid on Animal?
Yeah, I would. I think it's justified though. Like Animal.
It is. He's a very good he's a very good leader as well. So he's not just he's a superstar of a midfield. He's a very good leader for a young person.
I saw him live at Marvel, and I'm like, oh my goodness, he's something.
Doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Sorry, Richmond. Now we're back on the clock with pick 7 now, which is crazy considering we had pick 3, and that's how far it's gone down. Dyson Sharp, Xavier Taylor, Sullivan Roby, and Sam Cumming, I think, are the 4 that Richmond would be have on their board for top 5, and then I would have Grill at pick 5 out of my top 5 for players that Richmond should take. My pick 1 would be Sam Cumming as the first pick I would take if I'm Richmond. What about you?
I was always on Roby at first, but I don't know. It's really hard to like the top 4 we've got there at the moment are really hard to split. Like Sharp's probably been the most consistent since under 16s. Like he's won every award under the sun.
Yep.
Like from 16s, like just every accolade you could think of.
But are people sleeping on Sam because he got injured sort of somewhat near the end of the season, so you didn't get to see the last half of the year for him? Because when he was playing, he was meant to be top 6, and then I had seen mocks where he'd slipped down to 15 because of his injured shoulder. So you didn't get to see him much near the end. But you watch he's grown when he plays up against was it Adelaide? And then when he was playing for North Adelaide, and for a player at 17 to get hit as hard as he was, to go again, and very good kick as well. Never seemed to miss his targets.
No, it's ridiculous. I think there was what really put him on like the map being a top 10 was, I think it was his seniors game, or was it a Colts or something? I forget. But
he kicked 4 goals.
Yeah, he had like 25 disposals and kicked 4 goals.
Seniors against, he was playing for Adelaide, and he was a seniors game, and he kicked 4 goals, he was like 24, 5 tackles, and a couple clearances as well. And I've seen the question marks, he's not that fast. I think he's actually got quite a good speed on him as well, because if you watch some of the highlights from footy and stuff they put on, he burst away from those packs quite easily and was very clean and broke away. So it's definitely there.
I can't remember. I'm actually bringing up his combine very quickly. I can't remember if he had a better 2K or a better 20-meter sprint.
Didn't even know he even did the combine, actually. So
yeah, he did the combine.
It's hard to pick, isn't it? I get the idea you want for Grill. I get the idea for that speed and off the halfback, which I'm just saying, like Jaden Short would be coming near his end. Do we already have that replacement of a dashing halfback? But I just think Grill's it's too early for Grill. I love his speed. It's insanely good, but I'm wondering if you just pick 38, you'll find someone with that dash and speed as well.
Yeah, so quickly grabbed Cummings' profile of Wiki Me.
Yep.
Sub 3 second 20-meter sprint.
I think they said after you get into the low 2 or into the 2s, you're elite. So he's in the 3s.
No, he's below 3.
So he's right next to. So you said sub 3, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he is quick. He's quick enough, quicker than probably Taranto and Hopper, to be honest. Here.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to like for like, I would have said Hopper, but quicker though.
Yeah. Okay.
Similar build, maybe a little bit shorter, but just genuine brute of a player. Like. Yeah. And he can play half forward too. So.
Well, that's why I think that's great because he's got a really good overhead mark. His marking ability is insane. He's a very good set shot on goal and on the run as well. So I think him and Lawler, the three of them with Taj and maybe even Smiley eventually, just creates a really good duo of 4 players that are midfield that can go forward and kick goals as well. And like most people have said on some of the videos I've done, if it's a player we need to pick that helps us create our scoring, because our defense is really good. It's not our defense isn't our problem. The middle connection, we're working on that. The forward is just, I think the forward last year, technically this year still, hurt us too much with not being able to score, or the inaccuracy of not kicking straight is what cost us maybe 2 or 3 games.
Yeah. I'd say that too. Yeah. I just have to try and remember. Yeah.
We'll take Sam coming.
Yeah,
Going
I'll
with that
take
one?
something.
I'll take him.
I think it's a kind of a no-brainer after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're back on the board. So you still got Xavier Taylor, Sullivan Roby, and Dyson Sharp. Now, Essendon have a couple of. Actually, it depends on how far you want to slide. How keen is Essendon on Sullivan Roby? Would they give up, say, a pick 10 and a pick 13 for him, or are they going to want to keep those two picks to get, they could get Dyson Sharp, Xavier Taylor, and a Lockie Doverston, or a Jacob Farrell, or a Sam Grill later on? Or would the D's could the D's give up some picks? It's hard because I'm looking through the thing to see who has a pick nearby where you go, I'm happy to slide down a pick or two, but I get another pick in the 30s. But there's not much really, is there?
I think the rumored trade with us is smoke and mirrors.
You reckon Richmond are just doing it to see if somebody comes in and just pays overs? Like Essendon goes, we'll give you pick 9 for pick 8, but we'll also give you a pick 13, and you guys give us a next year second round pick or a first round pick in 2027.
Yeah, I think it's exactly that. I just think it's smoke and mirrors just to test the waters to see who wants to overpay to get Roby. Because not only are we interested, Essendon are also keen, and then Melbourne are keen as well.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's another one that's popped up as well from How's That, who always has great information to give out, actually, if you ever want to jump on and listen to some of his stuff. Jacob Farrell was that 5th player that was brought up as well. I'm just not sure if he'll be that player that we really need.
I think Carl said it's a little bit early for him, I think.
Yeah, and then
it's like the top of his range.
The Summoner Pickett one, which is Latrell Summoner Pickett. Cal had him going to North Melbourne, but he won't contribute in our pick, nor in 38. He went from when I did my video about Latrell Pickett, he was in that 30s. Now he's jumping into the 20s, so he's not going to be around for our next pick at all. And I wouldn't take him this high either. He's a 20-year-old player, so.
Yeah, I was about to say, you'd have to factor in age too.
Yeah, well, he's slightly more mature because he's had 2 years in a couple of years in the seniors as well, but I'm just not sure on if it's a big deal. So, and I do agree with James. I reckon Richmond is baiting him just to see how keen they are on Roby, and they are pretty keen. Like they've had, was it him, Doverston, and Xavier Taylor all at the club the other day as well. So, yeah.
I just think they were there just doing interviews, like being like on the odd chance where you do something silly, I guess.
Yeah. Or they decide to, you can't help that Essendon decides to bloody overpay for everything. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, I think it's just going to be, are you just assuming it's going to be Southern Roby, or are you on the Xavier Taylor bandwagon?
Here's where it gets a bit awkward. I love both of them. Absolutely love both of them.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Taylor for the replacement for Broad / Nick Foster in the next 3 years, where you can go, we could probably get another Southern Roby in a couple of years' time.
I don't think you can find another Sullivan Roby.
But can you find another Xavier Taylor? All clubs look into the future. Is there next year's draft, is there another Xavier Taylor-esque player that's going to help replace Broad and Nick when they leave?
There is one in this draft.
Okay, cool. So we'll get to that after then. Right? So Sullivan Roby, we'll go on the Roby train.
I didn't want to elaborate on that because
it's okay. It's okay. It makes it better for later on. But it's fine. Don't give out all your secrets. All right, so we're going Roby?
Yeah, I'd go Roby for sure.
Right, so now the Bombers. I would be surprised if they didn't take Xavier Taylor as their first pick.
I think it doesn't matter which way you put it, really. It's Sharp and Taylor for him. It doesn't matter which way you put it.
We'll do that straight up.
It doesn't matter which way you put them.
Because it gives them a midfield a midfield player that has high quality leader. And as I recall, he goes for Essendon, so he supports Essendon anyway. So that probably eliminates the go home factor, playing for the club you grew up watching and supporting. And Xavier Taylor that eventually can turn into a midfield, maybe could even use as a winger. I had seen some reports of like, oh, well, they don't really need a defender because they've got all their players are getting healthy. But the problem is with Essendon, they get healthy and they last about 5 weeks and then they're out again injured. So it's never too bad having insurance as well.
Essendon did make a key change with their high performance, though. So
they've done that a few times, and I just
no, I was
don't
about
know.
to say that.
Has it worked before? The D's.
Here's where it gets interesting.
Okay, this one is good because my other side of my family are all mad D's fans. So my pop has been a member for 40, I think it's almost 45 years. Very big D's fans on one other half. So one half's D's, one half's Richmond. So it'll be good to see what you've got because I originally thought that Xavier Taylor or Dyson Sharp, one of them might slide down. Into the D's picks.
I had the same thought at one point, and I'm like, I really don't know what Melbourne want. And I know they've been linked to Grill, they've been linked to Farrow, they've been linked to Doveston, they've been linked to Lindsay even, but Lindsay's probably going in the 20s. Or
the efficiency of his defensive work is really hit him hard through the season. Now
here's I don't know how to word it. I've also heard they've been interested in Latrell Pickett.
It's too. I get I get why they would do it. Because the idea is they don't want Cozzy to leave because they're cousins.
Exactly.
So you keep him there, there's a chance you get them to stay longer. What I would not be surprised is if they took Lockie Doveston because they don't have another small forward to kick goals besides Cozzy.
There is one more surprise.
Philippou. Your boy.
No.
What's his name? I saw it came out. He's been invited to the draft. What's his name again?
Yep. Cam Mann.
Can I even find him? Where's he going to be?
There he
is. Man. So we'll go to his profile. This will tell us. So he's some central district mid forward. He's a forward half mid who brings consistent effort and can hit the scoreboard. So probably what they need, considering they've lost Petrarca and Clayton. Petrarca mainly because Petrarca's always been a goal kicker as well. Works up and down the ground. That would definitely be a good. We should take this guy.
He's not an inside midfielder though.
But they probably don't really need inside mids.
He's a winger.
But they could probably use him. The next pick could be the next inside player. Top end speed, separation from opponents, contested ball winning against bigger bodies. So he can win contested.
But what put him on the map was I think he kicked 6 or 7 goals in a game.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, yeah, that's what put him on the map.
Yeah, okay.
And the whole reason why he's at Melbourne is because I think North Melbourne and GWS are also interested in him, and Fremantle are too.
So Melbourne wants to get him before he gets taken because they've got pick 30 now. So they originally had pick 30. What did we have? 37. So they had 37 because we had 38. So their pick would have slipped. So they're going to pick 30 now. So he's not going to fall that far. Maybe they didn't say much about him. Maybe he would have, but they did bring him up quite a fair bit. So right now you can see where Richmond and the D's are 30-31. So it's sliding slightly.
Yeah. So thinking about Melbourne, how they've got Harvey Langford and Xavier Lindsay at the moment, who are likely to become inside midfielders, I think here is where they take Jacob Farrow.
Yeah. Jacob.
Because Hawthorn are also interested in Farrow, and so are Essendon.
Yeah, okay.
It just makes sense.
It does, yeah. Breaker, we put for pick 7, we actually went Sam Cumming. Just asking what pick we went at. So we went Sam Cumming is technically Richmond's first pick. Very good. And yeah, I do agree, guys. This app is great. It makes it so much fun and easier to just scroll through and find the things that we want to do and sort of
it's
play
such
with
a
it.
lifesaver.
App, we will get to the number changes. We'll do that at the end near the. Oh, that's the bloody wrong one. It moved on me.
That's all right.
It's just it's all just catching up now. That's what it was.
I thought it was a bit slow.
Yeah, I hadn't touched it at all. So yeah, app up. Yeah, we put do the numbers discussion off. I've got them all on my other screen ready to go on my laptop so we can discuss that. So
yeah.
So you're going Cam now with their first. Is it Cam now? Am I saying it wrong?
No, I'm going Farrow for their first.
Oh, you're going Farrow. I get it
Yep.
because he's a big. What is he? He's a big body, isn't he?
Yeah, he's about 188, I think.
I can't look. It doesn't give you the height. That kind of sucks. I thought it'd give you the height profile. Small foot. That's Lockie Doverston. Duh. He's 188 or something like that. Yeah. So all right. So that's do the right one. No, wrong one. Hang on.
All right.
Undo last. Hey, look at that.
Undo last.
Jacob Farrow, you said, sorry. That's the right one. All right, pick 12. So, question is, do they need a tall? Or are you going off a speedy mid? Are we going like a Mitch Marsh, that mid tall forward? Could you go and Noah Hibbins Hargrave? I know that would probably crush Michael because he's a big fan. I just really think the D should take, as a personal one, I really think the D should take Lockie Doverston. Just think that small forward that constantly kicks goals. Because then you can have him kicking goals when Cozzy goes into the middle and brings it in. Because some of the times they just couldn't score if it wasn't from Cozzy only.
Oh, I think, look, I've got Nan here, but I feel like a small's better. A small makes more sense for him.
Yeah, okay.
So it's which narrows it down to either Doverston or Pickett. But then Cal Toomey's got them interested in Harley Barker too, which means they're after a winger at some point too.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Do you reckon a small or?
I think they need both. I think they need a tall because they really don't have a proper tall forward that seems to be working. I know they've got one or two. My uncle's pretty keen on saying give them time, it'll come through. I just think it's not enough when you're 2-3 years into it as a tall. You should be showing a bit more. But at the same time, I think you need a damaging small forward because it's really, to me, it's Cozzy in the small forward department for them, or it's nothing else.
I mean,
I think Cal had him taken. I think if they take Jacob Farrow, they'll take Cam now because they've already I think they've stirred up the pot too much for him. And I think they don't want to risk taking it.
I think they stirred the pot up too much for those below them.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like, normally I would have gone for what I think they need is a Lockie Doverston. But from the news that we're getting out is that they've gone, with this Cam Nair, guys, I'm probably saying his name wrong because I'm horrible at it. He's the next best thing. Oh, cool. It wasn't on everybody's radar until now. So now they're going to go and do their research and see that he actually really is good. So I think we'll have to go with once I find his name.
Just search it up.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, you can search, can't you? There it is there. Yeah. Cameron. Yeah. So we'll go with that for the D's, which would be back to the bloody Bombers. They're dominating this draft.
Well, I think it's fairly obvious what they want to do.
It's going to be Lockie Doverston, isn't it?
Well, they're after Schubert as well, but I think it'll be Doverston.
I think there'll be... Is Grill not a good player for them? Like, is Sam Grill not that replacement for Zach Merritt? That halfback with elite pace? Because I think... Now, I don't think Merritt can leave next year because I think Hawks will be all in on... what's his name from Port Adelaide?
Do you want me to tell you what Cal Toomey has?
I think they have Doverston. I think Cal
he has Doverston, but he has him linked to Josh Lindsay.
Aiden Schubert. It's bad enough as it is. They don't need Josh Lindsay right now.
No, they don't. But I think they also had Pickett here as well. But the biggest
jump. I'm surprised Grill isn't on the Bombers' radar.
I think it's because of his height and his body, though. I think that's why.
Yeah, well, I'll do is I think we just go Lockie because they do need another small because besides who they get last year. We bid on him. I watched a video today about him. They were their NGA.
Wasn't
Bombers.
Kako, was it?
Kako, that's it. Kako. That's their only
Yeah.
real good small forward they have. So now,
Yeah.
I originally had for Hawthorn at pick 14. I had them taking Oliver Greaves, and that seems to have really died out, and it's sort of gone the
Yeah.
opposite.
It's
If I'm them, Hawks, I know that Cal said Sam Grill, but I'd be going to Noah Hibbins Hargrave for them. I think he would just jump straight into a team like that and be great.
I'll give you another idea. Josh
Right.
Lindsay.
Yeah, okay, that's not a bad one because they could help. They give him time to work on his defense sort of side. Probably can cover it from with the three proper good defenders they have in the back line. They could probably cover for him anyway.
Well, he's also Carl Amon replacement, so
Oh yeah, true. I will go Josh. He'll just do. I wouldn't be surprised.
this just changes like everything on its head, which is fine.
Which is good. Like I said, we're not doing the same as Cal. It's good to have it. Cal's. Oh, here we go. This is yours, isn't it? This is your bread and butter. North Melbourne. Let's take the 20-year-old and not fix the problem that we have all bloody year, and we wouldn't do it last year. No, just trade his pick away for a second-round pick for next year. Not get a defender that you actually need. Now, everyone who is on this show and is a Richmond fan will know that North Melbourne's biggest issue is defence. And I would not be surprised if they pick Oliver Greaves and go another midfield player just to add to their actually other crops of midfield players that never seem to play or hurt all the time. Thank you, Butters. Yeah, don't argue. Yeah. It was Butters, mate. Thank you.
I spoke with you about this, and I spoke with a mate, and then I spoke with Michaels as well. I'm like to Michaels, after you spoke with him on the other night, I'm like, I think you'll be surprised here because it's not someone who people are thinking. But
yeah, when he said Pickett, I was like, that's not the play that they need. They do not need another forward. Their forward line is actually quite a good forward line. It's just their defense leaks so much and way too often and too easy. They need to get more defense. Like most teams will tell you that you win off defense. You stop them from scoring and you can outscore them themselves. Richmond's best part of their team and their dynasty was our defense. Our defense was just so good for so long.
Yeah.
And it's still good now somehow.
Yeah. I think you know who I'm going to say here, don't you?
Are you saying Blake? Is it Blake? Is it Threadgold?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it. They've been linked to Pickett and Schubert, but this just makes too much sense.
Blake somehow I think Carl's he made it to bloody to Geelong. I don't give Geelong another defense. The Giants. See, this is where I would see the Giants taking Sam Grill because they like that small mid/forward that is fast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I would say Grill, or I would say even Harley Barker or Oscar Taylor.
Yeah. I can see Harley Barker. They don't have to rush. They don't need to rush Barker back in because he's.
This is exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Because it's like with like most ACLs, it's either you go to a club. Yeah, I agree with that. They definitely don't need a mid.
Dave.
But like for someone like Barker, you would want a club who is near or at the top of the table.
Yeah.
And a good structure. So when you think about it, Grill makes sense. Barker makes sense. Oscar Taylor to replace Whitfield also makes sense.
But does a Aiden Schubert make sense considering Jesse Hogan's body and what's his name from bloody Essendon keep breaking down? Like besides their one tool, like they seem to have issues with their proper tools. Like,
yeah, and I know this might surprise people, but I have toyed with this a bit actually. There is no genuine tall key forward in this draft, really.
Because he's a ruck forward, isn't he?
But he's undersized though.
what size is it? Do you know his height? Like, what's an undersized ruck? Like, Nank's an undersized ruck, and that's 199. Like, anything
Yeah.
above 200, like 200, I think 202 onwards is
Yeah.
a decent sized ruck. As long as they have a bit of hops in them as well. Like, Aiden Schubert got an insane leap on him? Like, can he be? It says he's a developing ruck forward, but is he? Could you do the other way around? Could you turn him into a forward slash ruck, like what we have with Sims? Because I think Sims will always be a forward slash ruck, but they're just going to use him for 20 to 30% of the time as a temporary ruck while Nank gets rested, and then they eventually find the next replacement for Nank.
He's only 194 centimeters, so it's undersized.
Oh, he is not a ruckman whatsoever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he's not exactly a key forward either.
Jesus, that's more of a key forward height. That's a Jonty, a Jack Reebok. That's All right, so who are we going? So we know it's. Which is Oscar Taylor.
I'd actually say Grill though. Grill makes sense though, and so does Oscar Taylor though. But
we'll go Grill. Grill makes more sense, I think.
I think that small, quick midfielder. They've got Callahan, but like, imagine having Callahan and Grill.
Yeah, it's an insane pace. Back to West Coast. What do West Coast need? They won't want a Mitch Marsh. Like, it's. I can see them going for the Trail Pickett because they lost the small forward that went to St Kilda. Because everybody else, every other player went to St Kilda. Liam Ryan sort of replaced that Liam Ryan player, that small forward with the hops to mark and go and kick goals quite easy. And then it also would give you a chance to attract Cozzy if he wanted to go home.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll want to go to West Coast though.
Yeah, but you do. Let's be honest here. I get the whole Freo's winning more right now and West Coast isn't, but Freo's never won a flag and West Coast have won multiple. They just seem to be a more organised place. Besides right now, but I'm talking about 3 or 4 years down the track. Like,
yeah. So I'll run through some names for you.
What do they bid on, like a Gold Coast player?
I'll run some names through here. Like, I know we've completely gone off what I had, but I love that though. That's what I love about it.
It's like I said, it's combining what you think and what I think, and then going, we'll pick one. We could have gone, you pick one, I pick one, but I like the idea of you have a conversation and you meet the middle ground. We go, I just think this works better for us or better for them.
Yeah. So I've seen. Oh, it's so out there though. I've seen Graves hear it sometimes. Like, and I think it's early. I still think it's like it makes sense to have a bigger body when you throw in Dersma and Reed, but I
was laughing at that. Of course we are, man. This whole channel is just based off winging it half the time.
So I'll run through some names. So you'll have
some names, and we'll have a discussion, and even the guys in the chat can agree or disagree with us. So
Oliver Graves, Harley Barker, Jevon Philippou.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting one.
Is it helpful if I slide up and down a bit more so you can see some of the players?
Oscar Taylor, I think this is his range as well.
Yeah.
And then there's Adam Toole as well.
Yeah.
And Adam Toole seems to be the favourite, but I don't think it...
I could see West Coast doing a Harley Barker.
I can see it too.
Because they're not... It's going to be like what we did with Taj. Like, the upside is so good, we can just wait the first half of the season to get him back.
Yeah. Well, Barker was considered top 10.
Yeah, that's what I was going to... And he's like a winger, and West Coast really need a winger. So you wouldn't have... Then you'll take that opportunity. You don't have to have Dersma play on the wing at all, because you'd eventually have Harley Barker dominate one side of the wing. Who eventually can go in as a mid. Like, he's an outside runner who can be in and out. So, like,
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Outside, inside midfielder.
Yeah, I would go Harley Barker if I was them. And I get the idea of that they would like a Philippou, or Noah Hibbins-Hargrave, but I just think the Barker would just be too hard to turn down for the upside of what he is.
I consider the upside in Oscar Taylor too, but I think having a bulky winger who can play midfield and is an elite runner with sprints and endurance it just makes too much sense for West Coast though. Like even if you need to throw Dersmeret onto a wing, you can do it.
Yeah. So we going Harley Barker, you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, we'll go Harley Barker at West Coast at pick 17. So this is Western Bulldogs back on the clock. The Western Bulldogs are now on the clock for their first pick.
Yep.
Who would Western Bulldogs need? That's a good question.
I know.
Are you going to say Oscar Taylor?
Oh, he was one.
Hibbins-Hargrave?
He was another.
Get his Philippou. It's going to be Philippou, isn't it? Like everyone's going to want Philippou.
No, I would have also said Harry Kyle from Sydney.
Got Kyle. I'll just look him up.
You're probably he.
I spelled his name right. His last name's Kyle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Look at his profile. So he's going to beat on him. All right. It's a mid-defender. Well, yeah, I can see that because, as we know, as good as offensively as the Bulldogs are, they leak like a broken faucet. They just drip. If they don't outscore you by kicking accuracy, they lose a game. That's why I think they didn't make the top 8 because they just couldn't beat the teams that could stop them from scoring and they could outscore them because their defense was weak. So it makes sense.
He's actually a rebounding defender, which makes sense too because they only have Bailey Dale there, I think, don't they?
Yeah, the one that really stands out as off that swing. Yeah, they do. I do agree that one player that can sling off halfback and create your attack from defensive to offensive. Yeah, it would only be that one player. So it does make sense. But do West Coast, because this is a Sydney Academy player, the question it all comes down to is, do they have the points? Does Sydney even have the points for him?
Well, I think they do. I think their next picks are their 2 picks are in the 20s.
We'll take a bid. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll bid on Harry Kyle then.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't go into any deficit at all. So they'll give up pick 25 and 26. And they'll get back pick 33. So they don't slide too far back. Like, that's not a bad slide.
It's a decent slide, actually. I don't mind it.
Yeah. All right. So Bulldogs will be back on the clock.
Yeah.
So we're back with the Bulldogs again. Do they? It's a mid forward like Adam Swee, but he's a mid forward. Not I think they really need to focus on their defense. Sort of like North Melbourne. Like their offense is good, but their problem is they just don't defend good enough. Like they just leak. Their scoring is just too easy to get through.
Yeah, but there's no. What other picks do they have, by the way? I think you can have a look at it somehow.
I'm trying to remember how to do that now. I'll go trade. That's why you just do want.
Yeah.
Western Bulldogs. So they've got pick 19, 26, and 47. So that's not too bad. So they've got a couple of picks, at least a couple. I would be surprised if they pass on pick 47. And just don't take players only.
I think the 47 will be Will Darcy as the father-son.
Yeah, father and son. Yeah, okay. So they've got another pick in about 7 turns. So they in case, and not including bids. If someone bids, there might be some players that get points. So picks that get taken away as well. Where the hell is this bloody thing? I'm going to fix my camera a lot better soon. So they got another. They got another pick coming up soon. So they can. Is this where? Is it just? Yeah, well, he's a mid defender, so he would solve a bit of the issues. Positions himself well in defensive 50. Yeah, they really need that. A strong spoiler, intercept timing. Yep, can definitely use that as well. Like his weapons are. His weapons are everything they actually need.
Yeah, I think he ran 2.82 in the 20 meter.
Yeah, didn't Was he on the fastest 2K time trial?
No.
No, wrong one then. Right.
He
We'll
got
go
the
Bulldogs.
Yeah.
I think of the wrong player. Bulldogs will take Oscar Taylor at pick 90.
Yeah.
So the Crows are back. Crows will be on the board at pick 20. Hey,
Yep.
Pommy's on. Hey, Pommy, how you doing, mate?
There he is.
Thanks to you, mate. This is all for you. This is all yours. How good
Had a
is draft?
feeling
Yeah, it's good. Especially when we don't have to do all the dividing and all that sort of stuff ourselves to work out where they go. So, and spelling. I'm not a very good speller, so this helps me so much.
Every now and then there's a spelling error with me as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll just blink and forget about it. So Adelaide, we were at.
I'll throw it to you. What do you think they need?
I would go. My guess would be a forward. I put a forward to replace Tex. I don't know how long Tex has got left, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to get another forward in there to learn of Tex before he retires.
Yeah. So
is it Aiden Schubert? Is Aiden Schubert too? I don't want to mock people's body because I don't have the greatest physique either. But is he too? What's the word? Lean? Is he like a bit of his body type's like a Will Dersma, but they're not quite defined? Is it a Mitch Marsh, who's a bit more of a solid player all around, as well? It's hard. I would go a forward. I know they want another mid.
I was going to mention
Mitch Marsh mid. But I think that will be fixed.
I would. Yeah. Do you think they'll go like a medium, like an undersized, or do you think they'll go like a key forward?
They need boy. Well, it just depends. Like Aiden Schubert.
So Schubert's 199, Marsh is 190.
Yeah, so Marsh is too small. That's the thing. I think he's a little bit. If he was like that 193 above, I would say yes, but it might even need to be Aiden Schubert to be that extra massive tall. And they don't have to jump in straight away.
There is
one more.
We are forgetting a very big name. Probably the biggest key forward of this draft.
Oliver agrees. Is it Max King?
No.
Oh, Lewis Emmett.
Archie Ludwig.
Archie
Ludwig.
Archie Ludwig.
Yeah. Didn't have the greatest chance.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Didn't have the greatest champs, didn't have the greatest academy, got injured in the end and did his knee. But he's 197 centimeters.
So that's perfect. He's not too pushing towards that ruckman height, but he's not pushing too small where he's undersized.
Yeah.
I definitely go Archie Ludwig would be a pro. I would go that. We'll go that. Oh, here we go. The dreaded Geelong Football Club.
And
AFL used to help us.
I know we have glossed over a few bids, but that's okay.
That's good, Polly. I'll do that. I reckon we trading.
Oh, no.
Oh, he always bringing the good jokes. I'm telling you that right now. He's good at them.
So,
Geelong.
I'll skip over the names that we've obviously glossed over a little bit, but that's okay. So it's So Cal Toomey has a lot of bids happening between 10 to 20, or potential even.
Yeah, I get that. But none of the names, when we've gone through them, none of the names have popped up to me where I go, yeah, they could definitely use this type of player.
I just think it's to force the clubs to make maximum, though. That's it.
Oh, yeah, I get that. But I think if they're not in the top 10, it's not really making them hurt. Really, once you get out of the top 10, it's about over 1,200. After that, that's 2 picks in the 20s and onwards.
Yeah.
So just not as much. I get it. There's not as much maximum effort. But at the same time, it's well, you guys just traded up to get all these points. And you did, last year, everyone's oh, Brisbane got players cheaper. But they traded all these picks away and didn't even have to use them all. And in the end, half their picks just got thrown out because they couldn't use them. So at the same time, you do make them pay.
Yeah.
In a way.
I'll run through the names that we haven't glossed over, but we've just gone, it doesn't really suit. So you'll have, we did do the Harry Kyle bid. So you'll have Jai Murray, Bo Adamsall, Adam Swade, I think, is about here, and Jack Ice.
Yeah, Adam Swade is, That's where because Brisbane, Essendon had a pick 21 was their original pick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So it's like you have like all these bids here, like pretty like even Lockie Carmichael's here too. So it's just like there's so many.
yeah. I'm just trying to
And
think of who's
after about pick 15, I think, or even after all the invitees are gone, which is a lot, I think pick 14, 13, somewhere around there. I think
15 now, give or take.
yeah, even after the top 15, it gets a bit murky. Even Carl said the same thing. Carl's like, I struggle when the bids are going to come in because it's just like, who knows? Like it's really like a coin flip this year.
Could they go for a Jai Murray, mid defender? And now I know it's a Gold Coast player, and we're talking about not doing bids, but it wouldn't surprise me if they went after Jai Murray.
He's a winger, I think.
Is he?
I think he is.
It says he's a mid defender.
Yeah, but
mid defender.
It never midfielders, wingers and midfielders, so it's like you can't really differentiate between them.
Yeah, true. Because Matt Larray it says summary. He's a winger / outsider. Jack Dalton.
Oh, it's way too early for him. I love him, but it's way too early.
But it's Geelong. This is what I'm saying. They don't pick off what everybody else thinks. They pick off what they want. Because he might not play for 3 years.
Here's a name that I can suggest. Do you think Geelong need another key forward?
What's Jeremy Cameron? He'd be roughly the same age as Tom Lynch. So he'd be going into his 30s. Well, yeah, because they definitely would, because Anna Ruckman actually as well. So maybe Aiden Schubert comes into this play. Is that
Cameron's
like
30?
they don't love those big dominant like Maxi Gorn sort of ruckman. They like those ones. They're very nimble.
Yeah, Cameron's 33 next year. So
yeah, so he is getting there. But who do you have in mind for a forward?
So I would have Schubert and Marsh.
Yeah.
I would also have Lachlan Heatherton.
Yeah, okay.
He had a shocking year. He really had a shocking year. Like, not shocking as in like he didn't perform. He was just off. And then he got injured and then he came back and he just couldn't get the momentum going again, basically.
Well, Tommy's got that's the wrong one. Moved on me again. Geelong will go on Sherbert or Ludovic. Well, Ludovic's gone. He's already gone, but I can see the Schubert one, but just because of like the style they like to have as a forward / ruck, who are like sort of hybrid runners as well.
Yeah,
I don't know. Geelong will shaft Carlton. Everyone can shaft Carlton. That's okay. That's allowed. What do you reckon Richmond will trade? I just don't reckon Richmond will do a trade. The only way I could see them doing a trade is if they weren't to try and like here. Nolan Hibbins-Hargraves is sort of still here as well. Mitch Marsh, Philippou, like could Richmond trade with say Hawks are coming up in pick 23? I could see Richmond going, hey, we'll give you a pick 30 and a 2027 second round pick or a third round pick, and you just allow us to slide a little bit. That's the only way I could do it. Maybe to get a Philippou or a Noah Hibbins-Hargrave. Yeah,
I could say that. I also know this year's going to be like, obviously, again, we glossed over bids, which is fine. But I think Cal Toomey said that the second round this year is going to be between like 8 to 10 picks or something. Like really short second round.
Yeah. Here he wouldn't say, he goes, wouldn't be surprised if we're done in the first half an hour because how quick it will go through. I think we go Aiden Sherbert for Geelong. I just think he's a ruck forward, and I wouldn't be surprised if they can convert him into just a full-time ruck, along with Shannon O'Neill in the next few years. Spends a year or two in the VFL working on a bit of his tap craft and his forward craft.
Yeah, I'd go Schubert just based. He's a bit taller than Marsh. That's all.
Yeah, about what'd you say? It was about 999. So he's about 9. He's a good size difference on him.
No, Schubert's 194, Marsh is 190. So
Yeah, okay, so it's a good size, and he can still grow as well. Like Schubert might grow another 2 centimeters before in the next year or two. They still grow a little bit. It's not much, but they still was a chance they'll still grow. So
yeah, well, the weird thing is that some draft websites had Schubert at 198.
yeah, okay. Pommy.
And
It'll be Law again, number 4, mate.
oh, Bobby.
Kicking goals on you. So what are you saying? I got distracted with Pommy.
So did I.
We'll go back to you remember what you're saying?
No.
Nah, cool. We'll move on to Fremantle then. Is this where the Trell Pickett comes in for the idea of a Cozzy Pickett eventual draft or trade?
I think it does, but I also think Marsh might come into play here, but I don't know how that will work.
I just think Latrell would work because Latrell can and would give that chance for Shade to not have to be that only really sort of nimble small forward to kick goals.
I would have said
a real good player, but
I would have also said it like thinking about it now. I would have said Pickett or Swade here.
Yeah, we'll do Swade. We'll do a bit on Swade, just because stuff Essendon. Oh, they're going to deficit.
Yeah, so which is why.
Now, do they? That's a good question. Do they? Because there had been reports that Essendon would just, if they got the players that they wanted and trade with Carlton, they may not even take any of their NGA players and just let them go. So
yeah, I was about to say this is the big talk. I think they were saying that we did the Essendon Carlton trade at the start, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
21, 25, and I think it was like 28.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. I couldn't remember. Yeah. But yeah, I've heard about this that I don't know what Essendon are doing with this. They've
see, I don't know what they've got next year as well, which makes it really hard. Like, next year, do they have any father and sons coming up?
I mean, they do have a very big one.
So then you don't want to affect next year and lose your points for next year because it's not a giant sting. As I recall, it's like this would be a second round pick. So next year's second round pick would slide down a little bit more as well. So it doesn't affect your first round pick. I think it affects the pick that you were selected at.
Yeah, so I think with Essendon here, I'm reading between the lines a bit. I think their belief is that if they don't get Dolveston, they'll take Swade later.
But in our draft, they've got Dolveston.
I know, that's what I'm about to say.
So maybe we go, but let them take the player. We'll let.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
we'll
I think their belief. Did that work?
I don't know. Is he there? No. Bid. It's not working. Oh, draft. That's probably why. Yeah.
Yes. I was about to say there's something we're forgetting here.
Yeah, it's my bad.
No. I went through it today and I went through it this morning. I was trying doing the same thing. And I'm like, why won't the bid work? Why won't it go through? So, yeah. But I really think that Essendon's belief is if they don't get Dolveston, then they're going to get Swade. If they get Dolveston, they won't get Swade.
Yeah, well, that's a smart play to do as a club. You want to. If we can't have the best, we'll get what's the next best thing.
Yeah.
See, now this is where I could see Hawks taking Oliver Greaves.
I still can't.
Really? Okay. So who'd you have in mind?
So,
because that still leaves Hibbins, Hargrave, and Philippou all to still be there, and Jack Ison's still there. Jai Murray's still there. Like Jack Dalton's still there as well. Like
Dalton's going late.
Yeah. Okay. Hunter Holmes. Like, could they go a Hunter Holmes for that insane speed? I think he'll go a bit later. I wouldn't be surprised if Geelong get him in their next pick or Richmond take him.
I think here's where it comes down with Hawthorn. Hawthorn don't want another bigger body mid because they just got rid of Warple.
Yeah.
And they've already got Newcomb there.
But you can get Oliver Greaves and leave him in your VFL program for 2 or 3 years and build him up and then bring him in. Sort of what Geelong does. Like you don't have to. Hawks wouldn't have to rush him in. Like they're not drafting for the future. They're drafting. They can draft for the future, but they don't need that ready-made player to come in and play for them straight away. It's sort of like what West Coast and Richmond and Essendon and the Bombers sort of need. Like we all sort of need players that can come in and make an impact straight away.
I mean, their forward lines is stacked with X Factor already. Like it is.
Their back line is really good as well. That's the problem. And so is their back line. Their midfield stacked.
I think they go not a key forward here, but I think they go either Marsh or Heatherton actually.
We'll go Marsh. I think Marsh makes a fair bit of sense as well. Oh, back to North Melbourne. Oh, would they trade this one away as well for a? What would North Melbourne?
I think
this is where I can see.
I think they'll pick Graves here. I think they'll pick Graves here.
I don't know if you're being serious. Joking, it's hard.
I'm doing that for the laughs, 100% for the laughs. I think they'll take Pickett.
But our last pick is just given to them. But then this could be like Bo Adelson, Louis Emmett. I could even see him get a Liam. I could see him get a Leon Kickett. I can see him going a small. It's just I can even see him putting a bid on Tyler Williams. Like I can see him going Pickett. I can see him going. Yeah. I think West Coast would be happy right now that no one's bid on him.
Yeah, I mean, like I said when we started doing this ourselves, that's like we glossed over a couple, but yeah, I know that's fine. It's fine. That's why I like these mocks. It's like bouncing ideas is probably the best way to do it.
Yeah. Well, could they get a filter?
I was about to mention Hargreaves.
It would be really good because he could make like Wardlord just can't seem to keep his body together, and he could take over Wardlord's spot as that mid/forward.
And then Hargreaves has that X factor that North Melbourne don't have either.
Besides LDU, like they got one sort of X factor player.
I think
Hargreaves, yeah, Hargreaves.
I think, yeah, Hargreaves is more like your. Oh, how do I word him? Like your Petrarca and your Isaac Heaney, like that forward who can change a game and then can go into the midfield and just do whatever. Like just you don't know what to do really.
Yeah. Well, Pommy had a suggestion here. I just missed it. Sorry, Pommy. I'm running to. I don't have an extra monitor, so I can't see everything at the same time. A future first.
I can see this.
You can see this.
Yep.
So is that the pick we just had before pick 20? Are you thinking pick 23? Is that what I think? Maybe what he's getting? Oh yeah, Pommy's got some good shit going on already. I can't catch up to it all.
I just listened. I just watched him live, and I'm just like, my mind was blown.
He's good. Oh, when he was offline with me, he was telling some great stories. It was some funny stuff going on.
But yeah, I can see this.
I just don't know. I think if they were to trade, if I am the Hawks, I'm probably off the Merritt bandwagon, and I'm on the full-on Butters bandwagon.
Yeah,
Butters is younger, and next year, next year technically Merritt should cost less, because he's another year older.
Isn't he out of contract, or does he still have?
He still has you have another 2 years by the end of it. So end of next year, he'll still have 2 years to go.
Yeah. So
it's like I think the Bombers were stupid to say no because they could have built themselves up for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
Drafts, and they could have probably persuaded to get the pick one in this year's draft and still had 3 or 4 picks. But I get the idea he was their captain, but it just leaves a burning hole in my opinion. Oh, Carlton, Pommy's up.
Oh, that's why.
That's why he's popping up. Yeah, no.
I can see. I have the ideal. I can say.
Would they go for? Isn't Jack Ison their academy? Their father and son? Yeah, no, NGA.
Yeah, I was about to say it's either. I mean, Yeah, you may as well just throw an Ison, to be honest. Like he said, they did an interview with him, and he sounded pretty confident that they're getting him. So,
Well, what picks does Carlton have left over? Like, if they were to match it, no, they couldn't. I was thinking because they needed roughly about 500 points, but they've only got. Depends on how far he would slide. You could nearly give up pick 48 and 39 and get him, maybe in a couple more picks down the ranking as well.
I mean, he's in the range here.
We'll go there. I would say bid, but it's your own. I think you have to bid for your own academy player. Back to the Bulldogs. What would they take now? Is this where you could start seeing them just go for players they want, but their academies, like a Bow?
I can see 3 players from the top.
Jai Murray's there as well. Like Kobe Coulson, which I know that Suns are pretty keen on getting. I think a couple other clubs are as well.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go late. I can really see the bid for Adam Sewell. I can see Graves. I can see Philippou.
We'll go bid for Bo Addison because I think Callaghan at like 28, so this isn't as far off his ranking.
Nah, Carl had Adam Sewell at 19.
Oh wow, we've really let him slide, haven't we?
Yeah, that's
shows you that how after 10 it can change so quickly.
Yeah, so after the invitees, it's pretty much open season.
Yeah, it's definitely, and that's what like this. And we could change it. We could do this 4 or 5 times, and every single one would be different, and it wouldn't be the exact same results.
Yeah. Who's up next, by the way?
Bulldogs are still on the clock because they bid, and Gold Coast accepted it. They matched it. Sorry.
If you're the Bulldogs,
yeah.
Would you look at Pickett or would you go on midfielder considering you've got an aging midfield?
I could see him going in midfield. I could see him doing an Oliver Greaves. I know people slide a bit more, but like Bond's not getting any younger. And you could give him time to learn off the Bond. He's a sort of similar type of player. That really big body mid.
Libba's there as well.
Yeah, I think he needs to trim down a little bit on his. I think that's his biggest issue. He's a bit more of a chubbier boy. I think once he gets into the AFL, he'll slim down a bit more. And I think that'd be better for him as well. Who else did you have?
I would have had Graves or Philippou here.
I'll go Graves. Yeah, Graves would just be too.
I mean, Eagles. It is a bit of a rise, but it makes sense though.
It makes sense. Like that's the thing. Like Cal's just saying this is what he thinks. Not this. It isn't gospel. Normally, the top 10 is nearly gospel, but Eagles. So what do the Eagles need now? That's a good one. Could they? Is this where they could do the Latrell Pickett? Like he's probably slipped a bit further than some clubs had him. I just didn't see him. I just don't think North Melbourne need him that high in that top 15. He's just not there. It's over the top. But this is where I could see a Leon Kickett sort of. Really
I think that
would to help with scoring impact.
I think they'll take the NGA and Tyler Williams.
Cool. Right, we'll do that. Tyler Williams. The Giants are on the board. What does the Giants want? So this is where the Giants could take it. Like this is where Giants would have like a Philippou, and they'd be loving that Philippou's still there, or a Louis Emmett, or Max King. They could go for a Max King.
Yeah, like I can see anything at this point. I can see Pickett. I can see Philippou. I can see Pickett. I could even see someone like a Rory Wright, to be honest.
Well, let's do a curveball. We'll go Rory Wright. This isn't about sticking to what everybody else does. We'll just do what we think is what the clubs could do. The D's now. How's that? We'll probably be so happy that that what's his name that's still there. Leon Pickett is still there because the D's are pretty keen on him. So I think he'd be pretty happy if he got this far down and the D's would take him. And I can see why you would, because he's that small forward, gives you a chance of keeping Cozzy around as well, and he sort of fills a need as well.
I think this is a no-brainer in taking Pickett.
Cool, we'll go with Pickett. Oh, well, look, it's Richmond and Philippines there. I did not make this up. Is this maybe why the phone calls are happening so much?
Well, will this be the first pick of the second night?
Yes. No, it would be. It probably would have been. I think it would have been like, because it's what is it? What's the first round? 24.
Yeah, but it'll probably push out to the 30 with the bids that we've missed out on anyway.
I don't think it would be the D's, because D's original pick was originally 37. So it's probably pushing back towards 28 is roughly where I think it would end at 28, 27. So we'll just do the Richmond one because we're a Richmond channel, and we'll just Now, do you think we should go as Xavier McCarthy?
No, I will tell you to type in a player.
Right.
I do not know how to pronounce his name, but I think it's Kondo Giannis. Just to give people an idea, if we miss out on with a K.
How do I spell his name wrong? Is it C-O or is it K?
K.
Oh, K.
Yeah.
Is it Max
Yep.
Konderianis? So what is he?
Yeah.
Mid/defender, medium, reliable mid back who can shut down opponents down, rebound modestly. Yeah, okay. But question for you. Now, this is where like Philippu's there, which is insane, but so is Sam Allen.
True.
So like Sam Allen. Oh man. Like even like Sam Allen, he's an outside mid wing, and we need wings. So
all right, since we're going into Richmond stuff.
This is all Richmond stuff now. We're going to end it at pick 31 because it's Richmond, and then we'll go on to the jumper talking.
Yeah. So, do you think Hugo Ralph-Smith's one of the future wingers?
No, I don't. I really don't. I just his defense is unless this year he comes back, or next year, 2026 he comes back and his defense picks up. He's more accountable for his player. Don't like to blame players on losing games, but that Dreamtime game, if he had just paid half attention to his rookie player, he would have kicked 3 goals. I don't think we would have lost that game. But that isn't. I can't blame it all on one player, but it was just repetitively too much. The same player getting away from him every time, and he just didn't learn.
I went to that game with my brother, and we found it very, very frustrating to watch.
It was just repetitive, on repeat.
Yeah, not just because of one thing, just because they talk about synergy a lot between the midfield and the defenders and the forwards and all that. It just looked. I mean, it was bucking down with rain, but we just looked disjointed that game, though.
Yeah, I get that. I just don't know. I just don't see it. Like, I think he's had enough time.
Yeah, I agree.
To have known that he's got to be more defensive, and that's my biggest concern is he just is not learning on his defensive side. He's not picking up his man. He's not following him. It's as simple as if you know he's going to run away, be on the other side, be on the goal side, so that he has to go around you, and you can feel him go past and grab him. Like the umpires aren't going to notice 2 wingmen having a little bump to bump, and they're not going to make a big deal about it. It's a concern. And I know we got, what's the play from Geelong? I can't say his play last. Rechko, there we go. Thank you. I know we got Rechko. And then I know the reports are he's training the house down and showing everybody why Richmond got him and why Richmond wanted him in last year's rookie draft. I think if you bring in another player, you could nearly have to make make Hugo Ralph-Smith have to work on his defense. Otherwise, he's not going to be in the team. So, you have to die. I wouldn't take him at this pick. I think I wouldn't. I get he's a very good player. I think you'd take him maybe at the rookie draft.
Yeah, I was about to say rookie for sure.
If he doesn't make it to there, then congratulations to him that he's been picked up by a club. Because he's good as he is, and he's very good. But you've got players like Sam Allen, we've got Phil, we've got Leon Kickett, we've got Lewis Emmett still around, Max King, Philippou.
Yeah.
There's too many high quality young players that are still around that you just can't say no to. And like, I would love to get Leon Kickett and Philippou and Allen. It's just so hard to say which one you need the most. And it's probably Sam Allen is because it's a wing, and we are very weak on the wing.
I would actually say Philippou.
Yeah. Do you think Philippou could be a wingman? Like, could you short term? Like Matt, we've even talked about Matt Larray, and he was the duo with Harley Barker as a wingman.
Those two, they were something special. Those two.
And Grill, as I recall, wasn't quicker than Allen. Didn't Allen win the 2K time trial?
Allen didn't test because he's done his ACL.
That's right. Yeah, I think they said that if he in the start of the season that he did a low like a mid. He's in the 6 minute mark, under the 6 minute mark for the 2K time trial. He probably would have won the 2K time trial.
Let me get it because he.
Oh, do you have the start of the year one?
Yeah, I can get it. It was ridiculous.
That's
like,
why
I knew about his version. Oh no, not here. Hang on. Rookie meter.
I think it's hard because like I wouldn't be surprised if Philippou's not there. Like you could probably take nearly Philippou and Emmett would be eventually probably be gone. But like Leon Kickett's still there and Sam Allen. And Hunter Holmes. He's another insane athlete that you just want to have that player on your team.
Oh, hang on, here we go. I can get it. So now I've lost it. Hang on a moment. Really annoying to try and get it.
Yeah, that's all right. No.
Here we go. No, that's last year's. Why? I know it was an insane.
From what I think I said on Big Talker Footy Cast was that he would have won the 2K time trial and would have been up there in the top 5 for the sprint. So, what do you want to do? Sam Allen, Philippou.
Sam Allen would have won the vertical.
Yep.
It's 101 centimeters vertical, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had the insane vertical leap, didn't he? I'll call it. I've got to go Allen.
Yeah.
I think it's just too hard to turn down that. I know he's done an ACL, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, I don't know if we want to do that again with another player with an ACL." But I think as a club, we have the time.
Yeah, I've got it now. So, 101 meters.
And we're going to end it on the mock draft. I'll let you tell you what he was for sprinting because we picked him. We're going to end it because it's Collingwood. So that's why we're going to end it because the next pick is Collingwood and no one gives a shit about Collingwood. So we'll go back to our beautiful faces in a big screen. So Sam Allen was our last pick. What do you got on him for his 2K time trial?
Oh my goodness. Wait, where? No, I have got the wrong one again. I know it was a sub 6. I know that much.
Yeah, from what I heard, he would have bet everyone in the 2K time trial this year. So all right, we'll move on to the new jerseys because that just got dropped today, and I will give Richmond credit for that. Bravo, because that was in some insanely good videos that were dropped for Sam Lawler's one this afternoon. The photos got dropped for Sam Lawler getting pictures with Dusty. It was weird because it was like a mirror. It was a reflection there was a reflection going on there. I don't know if they knew there was a mirror of just Dusty and Dusty, but Sam.
Yeah, it felt like that.
That's what I even made the post. I was like, it's just like a mirror. It's like he's staring at himself, just a little bit younger. So Sam Lawler will go from jersey 22 down to 4. into the Dusty one. Are you happy with that? Is everybody in the chat happy with Sam Lawler red number 4? And we did know that he did say he wanted it last year, but they told him to wait a year. In the interview, they said, look, wait a year and we'll probably give you the jumper anyway.
I'm happy, but I thought it would be a little bit longer.
Yeah, I thought it would be in the first at least 2 years, like at least a 2-year mandatory. But Dusty was only in 36 for a year. I'm pretty sure. Was it a year or 2 years?
Oh, maybe 2. But
I think
the thing is that our number 4 is probably one of the greatest heritage numbers in Richmond history.
Up there with number 8, which we'll have coming up soon, which is quite high.
I mean, Royce Hart I wasn't too young to remember him, but the stories that Dad and my grandfather used to say was, it's just, he was a ridiculous player. And there won't be a greater number 4, apparently.
Yeah, so Dusty was 36 only for 2010. So then he changed. So he's first in 1 year, yeah, my pop said he used to watch him, used to go to the games and watch him, and he goes, he's up there, maybe one of the greatest players that he's ever seen, and he's a big D supporter. So there's some Jeff Farmer, so he got some good there. Some will probably say Dusty might be just sort of into today's modern world because you see what
now
and never, his career is officially now over, so we can see what he was.
Yeah, back then people said there was never going to be another greater number 4 than Royce Hart, and then along came Dusty.
Yeah, and now there's another mirror coming through that's named Sam Lawler that might look, if Sam Lawler's half the player Dusty is, then we've got a great number 1 pick.
I forgot to show you a photo that the club took, by the way.
The club took a photo of Sam Lawler and
Lawler at training.
His neck is like massive. His arms are. I think he's slimmed down a bit as well. Like I don't think he's buffed up muscular wise because he always was a big kid.
No,
I just think he's dropped that puppy fat. I think they call it. So he's dropped that puppy fat, and then now he just looks even more shredded.
I think his arms are bigger, and he's slimmer.
Oh, my favorite part was in the video they did to end it. It was Dusty gave a don't argue. Sam Lawler gave a don't argue to a Carl. So I love that ending of that. So
I went to
neck tattoo. Yeah, I come with a full sleeve.
I went to most of Lawler's greatest games last year, and I was just blown away.
I think I hate about living in New South Wales is I can't make it to bloody games unless it's up here.
I went to round 1 against Carlton, and he just ran amok.
Yeah, and maybe we'll do it again this year in round 1.
Yeah. I think.
So keep going.
I think everyone's happy with this. Earlier than I expected, but it was
bound to happen. I think it was bound to happen, so they just nipped in the butt, got over and done with, and just pushed on.
Yeah.
The push-up king is doing Lawler's tats. Oh, it probably does half the Richmond. Oh, well, Jason Castagna has a tattoo shop as well. So the old people, the old casserole might be able to do it for him. So then Sam Banks went from 41 to 6. Now, I believe number 6, I'm pretty sure, was that Grig's number?
Grig was the last one to wear it. Or was Grig the last one to wear it?
No, I think he was. I don't think anyone's wore it since Grig. I really wish it had the numbers. I'm on the Richmond page. I wish it had the names. The last 3 or 4 people that wore the numbers.
You can search it.
Yeah, it would just be a lot of extra stuff to search up. So that was I was a bit surprised Banks actually went down. Like 41 was a good number. That was Nathan Foley's number for a very long time. Paddy Nash wore it. There you go.
That's who. Yeah, that's why I couldn't remember.
Yeah, it's only 1 year. Yeah, Premiership Ruckman, Sean Green. I still love that they say he's a Premiership Ruckman. That's funny.
There we go. That didn't take long.
Yeah, that's it. And then Jonty went from 6 to number 8, which we did see that they actually did a whole press conference with the last 3 players that wore number 8. I think it was 5 premierships, 800 plus games, and over 1,500 goals between the 3 players. And I think just shows. Yeah, I think it just
does.
shows you that the faith that the club has in John in his going into his second season, to give him number 8, which is like a very high, pretty much just forward. For some reason, number 8 seems to be predominantly really good forward. So, like I said, if he's all 3 of them were forwards. So Royce Hart. Who was the other one again? I can't remember who the third person was. But they obviously showed faith in him to give him such a prestigious number. I'm on it now, so I can quickly see if I can find the name. So Dick Clay, which is Michael. Dick Clay wore number 8. Michael Disco Roach wore number 8, and Jack Riebold wore number 8. So all 3 of them wore number 8. So between them, it says here Clay, between Clay, Roach, Jack Riebold, but they had 800 games, over 1,500 goals, and they won 5 premierships between them all. So that is quite a feat for him to jump into. But I do agree. I think he's very good player.
Just to jump in with number 4 and number 8, they're actually chosen numbers. Like the previous wearers choose the player.
Oh, okay.
It's one that's handed down through generations. Well, mostly. Yeah, no.
I don't agree with that. I think Asprey was.
No, Asprey was a forward.
He was originally a forward, but he was just such a good forward. Yeah. But I think he did that number really well, and he was. I think it really hurt us that we lost when he retired. I think it hurt us a lot more than we thought in our defense. So,
well, yeah, Richo's spoken about it before, I think, and he said he doesn't regret his choice, even though Asprey didn't stay as a forward.
Yeah, no. There you go. Yeah, James was just saying, Richo chose him because he was meant to be a forward. Like that's what they originally picked him as well.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 8 premierships. Oh, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure they said it was on there. It said it was. Oh no, sorry, I was wrong. I read it wrong. Sorry, it was 8. Sorry. Thanks, mate.
Right.
Thanks for that. I see. This is what you guys are here to fix my mistakes. And then we have. So, are you happy with number 8? You don't think it's too soon? Do you think they maybe should have waited like another year with Lawler?
I don't see without any other number but the number 8.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like
I liked him in 26. Like 26 isn't a bad number.
I mean, can you remember the last player who wore it though?
Jack Higgins?
No. Riley Collier Dawkins.
Ah, okay. Well, can you remember who wore number 22 last? Because I can.
Hopper?
Premiership player.
Oh, wait. I'm lost now, actually. I thought it was Hopper.
Big body. I'm pretty confident he's a big body mid that came across from Geelong/Suns. Josh Caddy. Oh, sorry. Hopper was Hopper.
Yeah, that's what I
thought. Sorry. Prior to Hopper was Josh Caddy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like,
yeah, I was. Oh, I forgot because Hopper's changed his number, so it just didn't click at the time. I was like, no, prior to that, but okay. Yeah, okay. Taj Hodden went from 24 to 10, so he's gone to the great Shedder's number.
This was another chosen number, I think.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't surprise me actually.
I think this was another jumper handed down because.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an obvious answer, I think.
Who gets number 9?
Yeah.
Oh.
It won't be a first year player.
Yeah, you got to think of you got someone that's going to be a cap. I really think the number 9 now just kind of leads you. You're a leader. You're a captain
of some sort. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smiley.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I could see it because he was really touted for a very good leader in his junior days, which I think would be great if we were to bring in someone like a Roby because he probably would have maybe heard about him or seen him a little bit coming around as well, or Xavier Taylor with those Eastern Ranger boys. So Sharp, widescreen says who's going to wear number 9? Dyson Sharp. Nah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Sam Cumming or Sullivan Roby eventually.
No. I can see. I was talking to my mate about this. If we go Cumming, I can see Cumming taking over Presti's number.
Yeah, meatballs. Yeah, okay.
I can see it. I mean, it might take a bit of time, but I can see it.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Similar build, similar player.
Would love Duffy in 10. Yeah, well, he might not even take his dad's number. Like that's like Callaway. What's Callaway? What was Duncan Callaway?
Oh, both the Callaways were late numbers.
Yeah, so like they might take some of them might take their own dad's numbers.
I think,
and then, well, yeah, and the Lees. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Daffy just takes his dad's number.
I can't remember. Was it Andrew or Duncan at 36? Who wore 36?
I remember watching. I remember watching
back.
Yeah, it's going back quite a fair. But there you go. Callaway's had. I knew somebody would bloody know. Callaway's had 39 and 3.
Close
so
enough.
His dad was number 3. Well, who is number 3 right now? Is that Prestia?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't see him getting number 3.
I can't. I can see him getting a low number with.
I can see him getting 39 if he couldn't get 3. At least it's your uncle sort of thing.
I can see a low number with meaning, which is what we've often done.
Yeah. Is Roby a smoke screen, or are we really after Xavier Taylor coming and grill? I wouldn't think he's a smoke screen. Now they did say that Ryan did say that they have had more meetings with Sam Cumming and Xavier Taylor, both going back to their under 16s. So they've tracked them a lot longer, but they have kept an eye on Roby for quite some time.
Yes. So think Rye said the first game that he got noticed was the first game that Richmond yeah, apparently we noticed him was his first game of the Coates Talent League, which was in like round 12.
Yeah.
I think it was earlier.
I think it was early, but I think they said that where they went when they first noticed is when they went to that game to specifically just watch him and nobody else. Sort of. So that was the whole, okay, we're going to watch you and only you at that game. There's no one else we're worrying about right now. So I don't know if that's anything different because you don't really hear about this sort of stuff either way. So it is a bit of a up in the air sort of thing. Is that good? Is that bad? I don't think it was the game where he had 40 touches and kicked 2 goals. I think he had. I think it was a game. He was in the middle. I think they said he kicked 2. I think he went forward and kicked a couple of goals, which is what excited them because he could go forward and kick goals. I think he had 25 or something like that.
I can, if my computer loads, I can get it very quickly.
That's right. I've had the same. I have to turn my internet off and disconnect it and change the codes and well, while you're doing that, we'll then move on to we did Taj going to 10. I think it's a great fit. It suits him. And then Luke Trainer went to 11 from 31. That's a big jump in numbers. Like a big drop down. It's 20. Who was 11 previously now that I can think of the top of my head?
The answer's obvious, I think.
I'm having a blank here. I'm
pretty sure it's
the guy that kicked 6 points at a grand final. Yeah. Oh, well.
You went there.
As long as it doesn't affect his goal kicking, then it'll be fine. That number 11 could be cursed for goal kicking. After Castagna. And then this is a good one. Liam Fawcett went from 37 to 43, which he was pick 43 as well. So he went up for some reason.
Yeah, I don't understand this one.
He must have asked for it. But that's not a whole I want this. You do want to wear this one.
Yeah.
It is Joel Bowden's number, actually. Number 11 was Joel Bowden's number because as a child, so my brother was in an accident. Yes. He was sponsored by TAC. So TAC used to sponsor Richmond. And I've actually got a photo, and I might even have the old the old tape of it. We got to go on the news with Richo. But on our jumpers was all number 11. And on the TV, you meant to say, "Oh, we like who's your favorite player?" Meant to go Richo. We kept saying Joel Bowden. It took like 5 takes, and why do you keep saying it? Well, he's their favorite player. And then apparently Richo, my mum was like, Richo was getting frustrated, and he was like, "Oh, really annoyed," because he just wanted to go home, but. Here we are doing this recording over and over again because we just wouldn't say Richo. We just kept saying Joel Bowden.
Yeah, I find going back to Roby, I find this very interesting. He only had, yeah, I got it on my phone. The the website hasn't updated yet, but it's all on the phone now. Yeah, he only had 13 disposals, 2 goals, and 7 marks.
13 disposals, 2 goals, and 7 marks. Yeah.
But that was round. I think we downplayed how interested we were in him.
It must have. Like, that's still not bad for a half forward. 13 disposals, 2 goals. Like that's better than most of our half forwards now do.
Yeah, but the thing is that he was pumping out 35 disposals playing Rowville seniors though, or at least 25.
There's no way they didn't know. This could be Richmond pulling a little magic carpet. You know, we're interested in him. But if somebody wants him, you can pay us overs for it. If not, we're just going to take the Bolter. Because I did his stats. So I did a video about him. And it was called Player to Draft. And I went through his whole year. So I went through, jumped on through, it was just a draft one. It shows you all the players. And most games he played, wherever he played, he was in the best every single time. So I will, with John James, I really don't hope he's the net Bo Allen of this year's draft.
Oh, I can't see it. It's not that sort of smokescreen.
And I think maybe Richmond did want Bo Allen. But I think there was too much talk about Sydney and the Giants after Taj and Jonty Fall, and they just didn't want to take that chance of not getting him. So it's that whole, do you give up these 2 high talents for maybe a player that will just want to go home anyway? So that one's a hard one to do. So I can't be 100% accurate on that one at all.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we were saying before about Roby. Essendon are probably the keenest about him.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say he would be the next Bont, because Bont's not. I think the problem with Bont is that Bont, when he came in, he was a very lean player. Roby, as he is now, he's probably more of a sturdier body than maybe the Bont has nearly ever had. He's not a skinny kid.
I can see the comparisons though.
I get the game style, the way they play, and all that sort of stuff. He's 193 centimeters, give or take, so he's not far off it. I would say I think maybe Roby's a better mark than Bont is.
I can see how Roby kicks to the forwards when he's given a bit of space. It's very Bont-like. So, like, basically what I'm saying by that is Bont kicks to a forward to lead into.
Yeah, he kicks to where he wants the player to go, not on the top of the head like we did all this year.
I mean, we did have younger key forwards, but yeah.
But you know what? It was like what Dusty was like. Dusty didn't kick.
Yeah,
he kicked you. He kicked to where he wanted you to go. So if he kicked there, that's where you're going, and it was a reason why he was kicking there. So I could see it. But I think Roby's a really good tackler. Bond, his juniors wasn't as good as a tackler because he was just so tall. I think he was just sort of like a Smiley, like where he was just so much bigger than everybody else.
I can see that. Yeah.
Where Roby was 177 less than a year and a bit ago. So he sort of 2 years ago, he had to learn he was playing as a small forward and crafted himself as a small forward. And then he just grew into a big body mid, and he still has those skills as a small forward, which is great to have in somebody such a big body as well. So,
but I think that's what clubs look for. I mean, not a play with a growth spurt, but I think a forward who can play well, but then when you move them into the midfield, they understand how a forward works.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you could Carlton.
No, I can't say
Blues. The Blues. Yeah.
No, I can't say Carlton.
Depth ride the Blues.
I can't say Carlton.
Why? Well, they're gonna get Cody Walker, so they're going to have to just trade a couple of picks in to get higher picks for him. But
well, I was trying to avoid this while we're doing the mock because I mean we know the AFL is likely to say that you'll need 2 first-round picks within a certain range or whatever it is.
yes,
and if Cody Walker's going to go pick 2, and they're removing the 10% discount,
yeah,
there's just under 2,500 points for pick 2.
So then it goes off who they've got Swans one. So you're thinking most of those picks would be between 8 and onwards. Your 2 picks, their pick and
Yeah,
Swans. So there's no way they're going to get enough points for him. They would have to give up. They'd have to trade those 2 picks or future picks from the Swans and all that sort of stuff to get up the draft. Or if now this is my hypothetical. So I know it's going off topic because we're doing the numbers, but we've sort of gone through them all. Cody Walker until next year can't officially nominate and lodge the paperwork to be a Carlton player. So
no, he can nominate, it just can't be officially signed.
Yeah, which means he can also change his mind next year. So the report was that he wished Carlton was more like Richmond. So what if, hypothetically, Carlton have another really bad die this year, and his dad just goes, "I just don't think Carlton's the place for you for your career." They're going downwards, and Richmond's starting to go up. Yeah. Richmond, he could go, "Oh well, I'm just going to go as Richmond's NGA prospect." Richmond might even have picked 1 to 3. But we think we're not going to go up that much. There's no way this year we have a giant jump. So maybe we could have pick 1 to 3 and get him in. So it's not that far off. But death riding, Bombers is another one as well as a answer for the question as well.
I don't want to go into next year too much, but the issue is we will have Tanner Armstrong coming in at some point too.
But you can trade in for that pick. You can trade away futures for that if you have to.
I've seen some rankings with Armstrong as a top 10 though.
But I've also seen ones where they say he's not even in the top 20. So
I know. I was about to say that too.
It does.
Like it's all over the shop next year.
Yeah. I Death Ride the D's not really. I don't have much issues with the D's. Probably Port because they
can't trade these either.
Port can't because now they have this ridiculous. I know they looked after the player for 6 months and realized he might be the number 1 pick, and then now they're allowed to have him, which is a load of bullshit.
No, they put their paperwork in ages ago.
Well, the reports where it wasn't long enough, where it was like most clubs who do it need to have 2 to 3 years of work on the player. Like Tanner Armstrong, he's been with us for 2 to 3 years already. So
it was 2 to 3 years with Cochrane, but then Port waited to see what the AFL's ruling was because there was talk that they could change all of the borders in South Australia.
Yeah, true.
So Port waited until the end of his 17th year and said, "We will lodge it now. If you under the circumstances, can you still accept it?" And the AFL said yes, but we have to go through all this documentation to see if it's correct. And basically, how the documentation got through was his grandparents had Indigenous heritage, not like the 5%, but like it was a fair amount of
enough to tick the box.
Yeah, it was enough percentage to tick the box.
Death riding. Could Richmond get North Melbourne's first round pick again next year?
Why are we going here again?
It would be funny. Let's be honest here. It would be. You trade back from pick 6 or pick 4 or 5. You get pick 9 and something else, and then they go, "Oh, we want that. We'll give you that pick for a future first and your second round pick."
In saying this, next year is a midfielders draft again at the top. So
no, we'll take them out of that because we know what they're like. There you go. Look, James has got it. Give him pick. North get pick 4. Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna start crying.
So we get technically, if you think about it, Richmond would get a future first, pick 15 from giving them pick 28 and 22, and get pick 15 and and then pick 4.
Oh God, I can't do it.
Yeah, the only way Richmond could death ride anybody is if we traded, we picked, say, Sam Cullen and Southern Roby their first pick, and then our second picker was we split it. Say I suggested Carlton where they had pick 9 and 11. Is there a way you could give them pick? We get 9, 11. They get pick 4. They can just take their player straight away, and we give them pick 37. Still allows player. Richmond, you get 3, and you get the best of the best. And maybe you take Crows or North Melbourne first round pick and a second round pick, then you go back into the 20s as well, but you've just gained an extra pick as well. So, and future assets, which we will need anyway. So,
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. So we'll end it in a minute. We'll do a couple more minutes and we'll just do a quick little chat about the draft tomorrow night because it is obviously draft. This is draft eve. Any sort of trades that you think will actually happen? I know Cal has brought up a few. We did a few.
Yeah.
Any sort of other ones that we haven't mentioned yet?
So we did Essendon with Carlton. We did North Melbourne with Carlton. There's Gold Coast with 3 other clubs.
So I know someone did suggest that Gold Coast would trade with the Bombers.
No.
They could get the Carlton one done.
So I've got it here. I mean, it gets a bit confusing because it's dealing with future. So I don't know which future they're going to trade at which pick.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if we can you clear the whole thing? Reset draft.
Yeah,
reset draft. So you can just, so we'll go to trade. So you had, who was the club? So Gold Coast?
Yeah.
All righty. So who do you have to go trade with them? So while it's here, we might as well. Can you all see this?
No, I don't think they can.
Hang on a minute. That's what I haven't done. I haven't added there. There we go. Yeah. So now we can see
on the big screen.
Now it's on the big screen.
Yeah. So
Gold Coast up on the left side. What club were you thinking on the right side?
So one of them is GWS.
I just make my way down. I wish you could see them. It's all just blind. Right, so they got pick 12, 35, and 73. So are they sliding up or are they sliding down?
No. So it'll be the future second rounder, one of them.
So pick 20, this one here, which is 500.
No. Gold Coast futures.
Okay.
Yeah, this will make sense as to why we jumbled things around because
this is sort of a little chat at the end before we end it. So
it's one of them. I don't know which one it's going to be though.
You think you'd give up yours because Gold Coast will be higher. You think Melbourne? We all think that Melbourne's going to finish lower than Gold Coast. So I'll be giving up on them. I'll be giving up the Gold Coast pick.
Yeah, then it'll be for pick 35. Well, no, GWS is pick 35. It's all right.
Yep.
And don't worry about executing the trade because there's 2 more and it'll make more sense. So just keep it at that for now.
Yep.
Then the next one will be with Adelaide.
All right. So we'll just have to refresh it anyway, but it won't change much. So that'll be gone. So they don't have that pick there at all.
Yeah.
Yep. So what are we doing now?
Go to Adelaide.
Yep, got Adelaide up ready to go.
I forgot about that.
Onto it.
Then, it will be the future third. So one of the future thirds. I forget how many Melbourne Gold Coast futures.
Sorry. Oh yeah. So they got Essendon's or theirs. It'd be theirs. Like I just think they would trade their own picks away and keep everybody.
They have Melbourne's as well.
No. No,
okay.
They don't. Maybe it was 2027. They gave them. No, I didn't get it. So it's Essendon's, or maybe the Essendon pick they got from Melbourne that was tied, but there was a future trade previously.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm like,
it's come from Melbourne, but it's Essendon's original pick.
Yeah, and that will be pick 48. One of those will be pick 48.
Yep. That's roughly a good bit of points.
Yeah, and then the next one's with Port Adelaide for the other future for pick 49.
So then give up a future second or future third, did you say?
Future third. So they'll give up both futures.
Yeah. They'll hold on to Melbourne. Still holds good value. And they get pick 49, which is 86 points. Yeah. It probably accumulate roughly to like 400 to 500 points. So it's a good amount of points that they actually need. And then they could trade away that, like Gold Coast could trade away, pick 15 and get a couple other picks from Essendon if Essendon can't get the deal done with Carlton. Essendon has enough points here to match that 15. So they could give up pick, what's that? They got 900 and at some points. They could really just give up pick 21 and 27 or 21
but they're
and 30.
already giving up those 3 picks to Carlton though.
But I was saying if Carlton didn't do the trade.
Oh, true.
So there was talks of that Gold Coast would trade with Essendon for pick 15. Yes. So then they only have to give up pick 21 and 30, and they get pick 15, and they still have pick 27 later on. So this is all what the Bombers are going to obviously happy with the other one. The other one might have been more towards Carlton, but this one seems to be a bit more favours towards the Bombers. So
yeah, and I think the reason why they're doing these trades is to potentially cover, or at least try and minimise the deficit for Dry Murray and Bo Adensel.
Yeah,
but Carl has them really high though. Like that's between. So if that's a back-to-back bid, I think it's just over 1,600 points.
So they'd have to go. So they'd have to, if they did these trades, they would still probably have to go into deficit. That much, not much, but enough.
But I don't think it matters though. I don't think it'll matter because Gold Coast doesn't have any academy coming through next year, like high-end academy coming through.
And they could always, if they have to, they could always find a ways to trade futures to get back in if they have to. They're very good at it. Gold Coast is one thing I will say. They're very good at finding ways to trade back into a draft and get their points that they need. So,
there's no discount next year.
Yeah, so that's fair enough then. Widescreen TV has the question, would you give up pick 3 and 4 for 5, 6, and 9?
It's too much.
Because Paul says you would give up, you'd still be able, if you did do that, you could get Cumming, Taylor, Grill, Farrell, or Philippou as well.
It's too much one way.
I think if you did do that, I think they would probably be asking for a future second or maybe that pick 37 as well.
It's still too much.
Maybe not, because Bombers they would probably be able to get the best players that they want. They'd be able to get Roby and Cumming. They could build their midfield, and really only giving up a pick 9, you'd have to just slide. You've got to give up something. You can't just be, we'll just all swap 2 picks each and that's it. We give you nothing.
No,
if that pick 9 was pick 15 and they got pick 15 instead of pick 9 or pick 11 of Carlton, I could see a world where that would work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just that, what was it? Like, 4 and 3 for 5, 6, and 9 or something, was it?
Yeah, it was. 3 and 4 for 5, 6, and 9. Then it would be, would you give back 37, maybe a future second, but I don't think we'll give up any future picks for next year just because we have Gaffy and we just got too much for next year coming in. If anything, we'd probably ask for picks for next year. So,
that's the thing, that there's more points in giving up 21, 27, and 30 for 9.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying, but if the Bombers wanted to get 3 and 4 off us and give us 5, 6, they could just go up to the Gold Coast something. Hey, give us pick 15. We'll give you pick 27 and 30. Yeah. They'll give you an extra 200 points above that pick 15. Gives you more points, and we can trade that pick 15 to Richmond. So Richmond would have pick 5, 6, and 15. There is I reckon Sam Cummings would still slip through. There's your Sam Cummings, your Grill, maybe a Philippou, a Harley Barker. Like you could definitely build off that easily as well. So.
Yeah. I don't think anyone wants to move out of the top 10 though.
But you're not moving out of the top 10. You're just sliding down. That's the thing. You're not moving.
That's what I mean. Like even sliding down, no club wants to do it, except for Carlton because they've got the father-son bid coming in.
That's a last-minute random thing. That we'll end it on the end the chat on just that Carlton one because it's a good one. I reckon it's an all smokescreen from West Coast. I really don't reckon that he's going to go pick 3.
But if West Coast don't bid, we'll bid.
Yeah. It's just out of nowhere. I just don't know if Richmond would bid on it because it's not a need. Richmond will bid off a need basis. So animal assets all make sense, but like
it's not a need. It's not a needs bid.
It's Carlton, so screw
them. Kinda.
All right. Well, we'll leave it at that, just because it's now going on for 2 hours. It shows you how much when you do a mock draft that you just
I know.
Yes, it's good. I definitely enjoy that because it was a lot more. A lot more picks to do. So we'll give it a thanks to Pommy for that, because that made it so much easier to do. Also, afterwards, we could play with the trade machine to sort of work out what you could do for points matching and other ones as well. So before we go, Callaway. So I know we had pick 38. We went to that one. Callaway, do you think he makes it to after pick 54? I think it is. There's no points attached.
No, 37.
Is it?
Yeah.
37, and there's no more points after that.
No. So no, sorry. Let me rephrase. So after pick 54, there's no points, but after pick 37, if there's a bid, it's just you use your next available pick.
Oh, okay. So it's So as long as he gets past,
So the thing is at the moment is Callaway's probably going to go tail end of the draft, so like that 45 to 55, I think.
Yeah, when I saw was the range was 40 to 60, so in between there.
Yeah,
and then most people think it's not going to get past 56 picks in the whole entire draft.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah, and there, I think Cal Toomey said on Gettable that there's a chance Sydney might bid.
Yeah, I don't know, because they've got 3 academy players, so they're even going to have enough picks to do it.
It doesn't matter about picks, but at that point, it just matters about list size. After 37, it's just about list size.
There's one for you. You'll be able to answer that one widescreen. So, I don't think you go into depth, do you?
Yeah, you. No, because after pick 37, it's just your next available pick.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, if there's a bid on Callaway, we can. Like after the 37, we can just use pick 81 or wherever we have and match it.
Yeah. I think the goal for Callaway is that I think they want him to slip to the rookie draft.
I'm not 100% sure if you can rookie your father's son though.
But Richmond, if he got to the rookie draft, it's West Coast and then Richmond at pick 2. So.
Oh, that's why. That makes me okay.
So I doubt West Coast is going to take him. I think West Coast would just leave him and allow Richmond to take him at that pick anyway. So you would leave that. If you didn't take, we only took 3 players in this year's draft, you'd have a spot for a rookie automatically. You let him get to the rookie draft, unless someone bids him in that late 40s, just to snatch him up.
Yeah, I didn't factor that in because I was like, oh, you can't rookie your father's son, but yeah.
All right, guys. We'll leave it at that because it is dragging out, and probably we all need to go to bed and go to work tomorrow. So,
yes.
All right. Thanks everyone for jumping on for this mock draft. Obviously, we had a blast as usual. Me and Tim. Tim's probably going to start sending me some bills. The amount of times I get him on my channel to do some stuff with me, I have to start paying him soon. We do appreciate everyone jumping on, giving you questions. Hopefully next time when we're sort of doing more stuff, I'll have another monitor so I can see your questions at all times and actually try and answer them as we go. It was a bit hard dancing in between screens. So, it wasn't fun, but we got to work, and that's all that matters. So it was Merry Draftmas season, everyone. So hopefully, fingers crossed, guys, that we get the players we want. And maybe there's a doozy in between somewhere as well. That would be really nice.
And don't flood the socials if we don't get the players you don't want.
Or our socials. No, flood ours.
Well,
we want that.
Any social, really.
All right. We'll leave it at that, guys. Thank you. As always, I say at most of the interviews, stay safe and go Tigers.
Yep.